Yo, yo, we are live. Come on in, share the broadcast. It's going down today. Join on in. Join in on the discussion today. We got great topics for you. Make sure you're sharing it so we can bring your friends in, highlight their comments, the whole 9 yards. We live, baby. We are live. Yes, yes. Make sure you're checking in if you live, baby. Checking in, sharing the broadcast, whole 9 yards. We are live. Give people a few seconds to join in and um, share the broadcast everywhere you can. We are live on YouTube at Love Lockdown Podcast. We're live on Facebook at Love Lockdown Podcast. Here we go, y'all. Make sure y'all sharing. We are live, baby. We are live.
All right.
Yes, yes.
Live we are. 7 o'clock on the dot. Are we on our drop top?
We a little bit later than 7 o'clock, but we giving people a chance to join the
Oh,
share. So you know what I'm saying, we a little bit
oh.
late, a little 7:03-ish.
All
You
right, all
know.
right. Well, welcome everybody. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are listening or watching now. We are Love Lockdown, the podcast. So this is a podcast where my husband and I discuss our relationship advice that perfectly works for us. So I'm one of your hosts, Britt, and I'll give it
I
to
am
you.
I am Chris, aka Kelly Robinson.
I love it today. Why Kelly Robinson today?
Yes, yes. Kelly Robinson fits this perfectly because Kelly Robinson is 57-0, undefeated. We got a lot of people checking in right now. Let's
Hello,
go through.
everybody.
Let's go through and check out some of the comments already. We got
What's good?
Jane, Jay Robinson is in here.
He
Erica
said,
is
"Where
in
the
here.
butt
Hey,
booty
hey.
naked strippers at?"
Palm is in the building.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Let's go.
Alex, what's good, man? Here we go.
Gang, gang.
We got you gang banging. That's how you feel.
No, that's the new TikTok way to do it with what is it,
I'm
the
not
Savage
hip.
remix with Beyonce? Gang, gang.
So
I'm a
not hip,
TikToker
yo.
now, so
I'm so not hip. I'm half of it. I'm a ticker, not a talker.
Not the whole talker. I get it.
No, no,
I
no,
get
no,
it.
no, no.
It takes time and patience and skill, and you got to be a little bit young, like I'm not that anymore, so it's a little
You
bit of
know,
work.
well, you got to get it in. Make sure everybody is sharing. We're about to get the episode started right now.
You guys, it's about to be a wonderful episode. I even have my drink today. You know it's serious when I've got this. But today's topic, we are going to be discussing being a stripper and dating. So, stripping in 2020. How is your relationship set up that way when you are in that position? It's going to be a great show. We have a guest today. Our first guest ever is going to be joining us in a little bit. Miss Brittani Skyee herself. She's a beautiful person inside and out. So I'm so excited for you guys to be able to meet her and just chat it up with her and get all the questions out that you've ever had when it comes to being a stripper and also what your dating life is like.
Right. And like I do every episode, for all of my people who are listening out there, our longtime listeners, and we have a lot of them. We just expanded to a bunch of different countries. But for our longtime listeners out there, we have to state we have a new formula. And we go live every Wednesday at 7 on Facebook and YouTube. That's at Love Lockdown Podcast on both. So if you are listening, it's not dead air. This is live, baby.
Yes, yes. We're available the next day on pretty much everything streaming that you can think of, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play. So you guys can't miss us. You literally just can't. We're slapping in your face. But yeah, we just got Africa yesterday, I believe.
A
Like
lot of
so
places
many
in
different
Africa.
countries. Yeah, it's
Right.
super exciting.
So here we go, guys. Make sure you guys are sharing. It's about to go down. We're about to bring in our special guest. She is a wonderful person, and I'm lucky I get to have two beautiful women in the studio today.
I
So
was
it's
just about
going
to ask you
down.
that. I was just
Kelly
about to ask you,
Robinson,
how do you
57
feel?
and 0.
Two Brits. Are you ready for it? The
Uh,
Brit takeover is here,
the
baby.
Brit
Are you ready?
over is here. Hopefully, I can get a word in every now and then. Hopefully, I can get a word in. So here we go, y'all. The long-awaited introduction of today's guest, our first guest, exotic dancer extraordinaire, business owner, one of a kind. We're going to introduce right now Miss Brittani Skyee. Brittani, are you there?
Hi.
Hi,
Hey,
love. How are you? Good to see
Can you
you.
hear me?
Yes, we can hear you just fine. At least I
Yes.
know I can.
I can hear you fine. I can hear you fine.
Okay.
Uh, so we just brought you in. I don't know if you heard the introduction, but we introduced everybody to you as exotic dancer extraordinaire, the one and only business owner, just all around money getter, Miss Brittani Skyee.
Yeah.
Way
Hi,
more than
guys.
just the exotic dancer, right?
Way more. It's probably why I look so tired right now.
You look fine.
Thank you.
We got the comments rolling. Yo, everybody. All
Yo,
right.
yo, Brittany, can you see the comments good?
Yeah. I can
Okay,
see
well,
them.
we in here then. Let's get the show started. First question, Britt, take it off.
Okay, well, first off, before I ask you a question, I just want to say thank you for coming on here with us today. You guys, she is such a pleasure. I literally found her on Instagram from my girl. I wrote her. She doesn't even know me, and she was like, "Yo, I'm up for it." So, like, just for you to trust us and for us to just be meeting and already feeling like we've been friends forever, like, I appreciate that. So, thank you for that, first and
Oh, you're
foremost.
very welcome.
Yes, thank you. She's a beautiful person inside and out. But so, just to kick it off, how did you get into exotic dancing?
I was 18
Mhm.
and I was just out of high school. I didn't have a car, I didn't have an apartment, and I was dating a boy, and I lied to him. I said I was going to be a shot girl because I was go-go dancing at Tonic, and Tonic was only on the weekends. So I'm like, okay, I need more income. Like, I need to get a car. So I lied to him and said I was going to be a shot girl. And I did shot girl, but it's like when you're in the club, all the guys want you because you're not a dancer. So the
Mhm.
customers were like, why don't you dance? And here I am, like 18, nobody, like nobody.
Right.
and and I'm like, no, I'm too shy. And I did it, and then I just kept it going. Like the money just kept rolling in.
So my
Yeah.
so my question is, the first night that you did it, did you love it
Oh
or
my God, I was so bad at it. I was so
what?
bad. I'm still bad. I think my personality is the only reason why I lasted this long.
Yeah.
I was super like offbeat. And my outfit didn't make no kind of sense. At that time, bleaching your hair was the popular thing to do. So my hair was like blonde, but it was like orange. It was terrible. It was a box dye.
Oh,
Honestly,
wow.
it was terrible. I don't know how people gave me money.
You know
Wow.
what though? This is like it's not the first time I've ever heard that girls started off though as being a shot girl first. Like I've
Yeah,
heard that a lot of
kind
people
of like
start
get your
that way.
foot wet.
Mhm. Mhm. That makes
So
sense.
so even that night that you became a actual stripper, not a shot girl, did you get more attention that night as a stripper because you were like new meat?
Yeah, because they're like, I can finally see her boobs.
Yeah.
They was
So
waiting a long time for that.
yeah, they were waiting. I didn't
Guys
have
love
much back
boobs.
then,
Yes.
but I had something.
That's all good. That's so cool though. That's really cool.
Yeah,
So
it was good.
18.
Yeah, I was
18, yo. So how far removed from high school were you? Like month wise?
let's see. I graduated when I was 17, so it was like 6 months. I was working at Tonic nightclub in Pontiac just as a go-go dancer, so I had a bikini on, and then so it was like, kind of, what's the difference between topless and like wearing a bikini?
We ask that question all the time, yo. Okay.
It's the same to me now that I'm thinking about it, but back then I was like, oh no, I would never do that. But I'm literally dancing in the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm just getting paid a lot more.
Yeah.
We totally get it. One of our favorite places, as you can see, I got my strip club veteran hat on. One of our favorite places
to single moms.
You already know. Look, if you go to the strip club, and one of me and Brittany's favorite places when we go to Vegas is the topless pool.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people aren't topless at the topless pool, believe it or not.
Yeah,
you don't have to get
had to get the party started. Yeah, I had to get the party started.
Right. So when we go to the topless pool, right, Brittany's biggest question every time is, why aren't the waitresses topless? Mm-hmm. This makes no sense. Mm-hmm. So we always ask the same question of, what's the difference between a scandalous bikini top and being topless anyway? So we totally feel you on that.
Yeah.
Really not that much of a difference.
Right. So let's just get a chance to go into the comments real quick, y'all.
Yeah,
we got a lot of people in here right now, and they are commenting. So the Brat Squad is in here first and foremost. We have to acknowledge the Brat Squad. If you don't know, the Brat Squad is Brittany subscribers from her YouTube channel. So they support us heavy, and we have to represent them every time they show up.
Yes, we just hit 19,000 subscribers last week, so you guys are all deep, and I love you guys. I appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I don't know how to say his name, but we're going to say Jesus Lee Rodriguez. He said, "Love to see you three together." Me too.
I love to see you here. I see him all the time commenting, so I love you. All right.
Javon, one of our most commenters that we have every week, he says, "I'm in love with a ...
No T-Pain, but
right. We got Gary in here. He said, "But you still got that money." I guess he's responding to Javon. So Javon, send a little my way. Alex, good question.
Great question. Yeah.
Good question. What's the first song that you performed to?
I first started at Flight Club, so that bar is known for rock and roll and techno. So the first song I ever danced to was Meredith Brooks' "Bitch." It's a class. I don't know how to. It's like a rock song, but it's like in the middle. It's still one of my favorite songs. The second song was Aqua Barbie Girl, because I was going with the Barbie theme.
No way.
And my name wasn't Brittani Skyee. It was Jenna Marie.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. That's wild.
I didn't start going by my real name until social media became popular. And people started calling me by my real name instead of my stage name.
So you rebranded and turned it around, which is smart.
Smart. I couldn't go around telling people my name was Jenna and then they follow me and see my name is Brittany. And I don't look like a Jenna. Jenna Jameson was like one of my favorite porn stars at the time.
Right.
Jenna was the truth too. I love Jenna.
She's a goat of porn.
She is. She's got a lot of businesses herself. She's the go-getter. So that was a great question though.
Right. Alex loved your response. Listen, Barbie Girl was probably the last song that I thought you was going to say. I just found out about the song Barbie Girl not too long ago because Britt had it in one of her videos. So that was my first time ever hearing it.
That's the only song I know by them, actually. I think they were that one.
Yeah, they were one-hit wonders. I don't think they had two, maybe one more, but yeah, Aqua wasn't. But it was a hit though, you know what I mean? Like if you're gonna have one hit, that's the one you want.
Right.
What's up, Kenny?
Kenny is in here, and Kenny said, "Don't forget about me." Kenny, we can't forget about you. You support us on every platform. Every platform. So we'll get right into the next topic, y'all. I mean, the answers are so direct and so crazy. That was the warm-up question. So we have to get into this part of the show, and Britt, you can go ahead and ask the question because
dating within your tax bracket.
Yeah, she's laughing already because we discussed this a little bit the other day.
We did. Okay, so dating in your tax bracket means, for me, I make a certain amount monthly and yearly because I work extremely hard, like extremely hard. It's not all about shaking ass. Like I do so much, and I think that's why God made me a Gemini, because I literally need two people to handle my lifestyle. And I don't see myself ever dating somebody that is okay with sitting on their ass all day, or they're comfortable with only making a certain amount of money a month. Like they don't have no drive, because I'm a go-getter.
Did you guys lose audio? I lost audio.
It froze
Brittany,
up a little bit.
it froze up a little bit, so we'll bring her back in. We'll bring her back into the studio. But listen, in the meantime, I don't know if you guys have had a chance to share the broadcast, but if you don't know, and this is your first time dealing with me and Britt, it's definitely about to go down. So when we get Brittany back in here and she gets settled and she looks like she's still frozen a little bit. Brittany, if you can hear us, go in and come back out, or go out and come back
she
in.
should be good.
But listen, it's about to go down. We're not holding any punches. We love the comments from you guys. If you guys have questions, please let us know, because it has to be asked today. We want to know what goes on behind the curtain. And to what she was saying, we respect strippers to the utmost.
To the utmost.
I know that's probably from a guy you like, yo, what? Listen, if it's something that I can't do that you're doing, and I'll give you an example, a roofer. I can't be a roofer. I don't like heights. My body ain't built for it. I'm a big dude. I'm clumsy sometimes if I'm not paying attention. So if you can do something that I can't do, you get my respect to the fullest. And you like I said, you don't know what goes on behind the closed scenes to be a roofer or a stripper or exotic dancer or even just a regular dancer. So you got to have that kind of respect for people who go out here and get it, especially the right way.
Exactly.
Now, if you're an Instagram model and you only got one picture on your Instagram page, I ain't fucking with you. That's just how I roll. Like that, because it doesn't matter what you do as long as you're working hard. That's all I care about. So, mad respect. It looks like Brittany is back and ready to join back and finish the question about dating within your tax bracket.
I'm excited to hear she has stickers.
Of course, I knew something like this was gonna happen. I was ready. I had like
no
my
problem.
iPad, my other phone. I was ready.
Perfect.
Yo, it's 2020. It's technology, baby. We're used to it. It's all good. You're good.
At least you're not Teddy Riley.
Oh yeah, you're right. That was embarrassing. That's forever life embarrassing. Dating in your tax bracket. Like I was saying, like I work extremely hard, so I can't see myself with somebody that doesn't put in 150% like I do. And that doesn't mean that you have to make six figures. It's just like I need something. Like I work off drive. So if you're making $2,000 a week, I'm gonna push myself. Okay, if you make $2,000 a week, I want to make $3,000. You know, I like how it's like having a competition, but not competition, because it's all coming in one household. I need you to push me, and I'm gonna do the same. So you have to date in your tax bracket. You know, you have to date like if you're comfortable with a certain lifestyle, that's for you. I'm not comfortable, and I don't think I'll ever be comfortable with just living a certain lifestyle. I just want better. I just want to be better mentally, physically, like spiritually, just better every year, every age I get older. And a lot of people don't see it that way.
Yeah.
Listen, before we respond, just to give people a little heads up, on average per night, what would you say you bring in?
It depends on the night. You know, you could work a Saturday, it'd be crazy busy, and you make $100, $200, or you can work a Monday and it'll be dead, and you make $2,000. It only takes one person to make or break your night, or it could be whack. 150, 145 comes around and you just made all your money.
Yeah.
You just gotta keep going.
Have you ever done anything with the Super Bowl?
Yep, I worked Super Bowl this year in Miami, and I didn't dance, I bartended. But it was a fun experience. I got to meet a lot of different people. I worked 2 events, and then I flew back Super Bowl day to do a party here.
That's what's up.
So it was good. Yeah, it was good.
So when you say working hard, you working hard.
Yeah, it just doesn't stop.
and see that before we respond, I want to let people know. I don't know if you guys hear this echo or not.
Yeah, I hear it.
But before we respond, I really want to let people know that it's a gamble every night if you're an exotic dancer.
It is every
So
night.
you can spend $200 to $300 on your nails and not even make that back.
Oh, facts. That's what they were doing at Super Bowl. They were spending so much money on nails and tip out and everything. And you have to understand, most girls is going down there and they're doing it for clout, or they're going in there just so they can say they danced the Super Bowl party. But in reality, you could probably made the same amount of money by staying at home, like, and not having to do none of that. You could have made the exact same amount because you would have regular tip out. Most clubs are having their own Super Bowl party. Less girls. You're in Miami dancing with 300, 400 girls, paying $300 up front to work. Plus your flight, plus makeup to get your makeup done in Miami. I've only paid the lowest amount I've ever paid in Miami to get my makeup done was like $175. So when you travel and you dance, like, you really have to take this in consideration. Like, don't go down there hoping that you'll be able to pay your bills next month. Go down there like, if I make money, it's cool because I got money stacked up. But if I don't make money, at least I have the experience and the plug. So don't go down there if you only got $200 in the bank in a dream.
Yeah.
It's not even.
Yeah.
It's not.
I actually have a friend. I have a friend that's a YouTuber that's a big stripper. And she made like $2 one of the nights.
Yeah. And Miami is a different kind of hustle. Like, you have to be on it. And Vegas is the same way. Vegas goes all night. I remember getting my card. I traveled since I was 21 by myself. And I traveled the entire world dancing. And going to Vegas, I got hired at the 8 p.m. shift. So I go in at 8 p.m. and I would stay until 9 a.m. And I would just go straight through and eat a couple of ramen noodles, take a nap, like 12, 1 o'clock. And then once 3 o'clock hits, then you just get back on the floor.
Right.
So
Brittany, please respond to her answer about dating within your tax bracket and how you feel about it.
I mean, I completely agree with it. I know it's going to sound like a lot of people are going to take that as like gold digging, because when it comes to women wanting and knowing what they want, they like to call us that. But I completely agree, because you lose that respect in a relationship when someone's making more money than the other person. That's just what it is.
And it's happened to me before.
Yeah, and I just feel like that's something, like, not only you or someone who makes a lot of money, but I feel like that's something all women should want for themselves. You know what I mean? Like, no one wants to take care of someone until they have their kids.
Exactly. And
No
you're not
doubt.
obligated to take care of me until I have a ring on my finger. So you're either going to put me in a better position, or you're not going to, or I'm going to still have to do what I have to do.
Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Me and Britt have money competitions every week in our house. And we are the most competitive people you're ever going to meet. We haven't played Monopoly in about 3 years because last time we played, Britt turned the table over. Like, that's how competitive it gets in our house. And I'm a Gemini too. So, like, it gets crazy. She's a Sag. So it gets crazy. And it's like, all right, I just made this $800 check. You best believe the next day or two, I'm out here grinding because I got to make 16 because she just made 8.
Yeah.
And you should push your significant other like that, because money is a checks and balance in a relationship. Whether you like it or not, if you are a human being, money is a check and balance. So everybody has different rules to their relationship. Some people don't work. But if you like that balance in your relationship, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But if
somebody that has that.
Right. And if you want to be equal, completely equal in a relationship, we have joint accounts. It's all our money. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm not about to let you out earn me. And it only works out for the best for the relationship, because at the end of the day, like I said, we got joint accounts. It's all our money. So when we get ready to go on a trip, we both put in the same amount of work, no matter how much money is in there. We both go 150%. So we totally agree with you on what you said about dating in your tax bracket.
It is like I dated a male dancer, and male dancing is completely different from female dancing. So he came in one night, and this is the first time he ever saw me perform, and it had to be one of the nights where I did really, really well. And 2 days after we separated, like he got like jealous. Like it was weird. I'm like, I've never experienced this, but I've also never dated a man in the same industry as me. So I thought it was gonna work because I'm like, okay, we have the same hours. He's not insecure. I'm not insecure. He has a fan base. I have people that like me. I don't want to count fan base. That's weird. And it just.
And I always tell people too, like, they always ask me relationship advice. Obviously, no one's perfect. Like, you got to do what works for you. But at the end of the day, I always tell people that in order for you guys to stay together, you have to build together.
That's so true.
Or else it's not going to work. It's not going to work, you know, because people always like to say like, oh, they're acting different because we grew apart. But it's like you didn't start off together the correct way. So that's really what it is that the confusion comes from.
Yeah.
Right. Brittani Skyee, do you have your headphones with you?
I do. Can you hear me?
I think there's an echo.
Okay.
But while you get plugged up, we're gonna go through these comments. So
can you hear me?
Javon said, if my shirt off by Gucci comes on, you might change your tune. Listen, for all my listeners out there who do not know me, who have not partied with me, if my shirt off by Gucci comes on, my shirt is coming off. Ever seen that episode of Big Black on Robin Big where he was a stripper? It's going down if that song comes on. No matter where I'm at, no matter what's going on. So my friends know they will run up to the DJ booth like, no, turn that off, because I'm on my way.
You're so funny.
You gotta party with us soon, Brittany. I swear.
Yes, when the world opens, I'm there.
Yeah, when it
1942
opens up,
shots on me.
Perfect. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this name, but somebody said that's on YouTube. They said it's nice knowing you. It's nice knowing how you respect strippers. They work hard to survive and expose themselves to negative things like harassment, yada yada yada. We stand. That's right.
Yes. And that's the reason we wanted to do this.
That's sweet.
Like the main reason we wanted to do this topic was because there's so many misconceptions when it comes to being a stripper. You know, I know a lot of people who, when they talk about strippers, even talk about them as if they're not human. And I'm like, dog, you do know that this is a whole ass woman that at the end of the day has to go home to possibly a husband, possibly a boyfriend, kids, parents, whatever. You know, you don't know people's circumstances or the reason that they're doing things. So that's why we wanted to get you on here, and you are the perfect one to get, because yeah. So that's a great
So
one.
Alex had another good question. Do you do pole work or floor work mostly?
When I was younger, I did pole tricks. Now, when I was younger, I was also about 20 pounds lighter, and I didn't buy a lot of unnecessary shit and put some shit in my body. So I do floor work now.
Wow. So is it a difference in the money, or is it the same?
I would say my friends that do pole work, they do really, really well. But I mean, I do very well as well. So I mean, it's like basically the same. Some of my friends go crazy on the pole and they do awesome. Some of my friends work the floor, they do awesome.
Listen,
awesome.
as a pension holder of the National Player Association, I really could give a shit less what extras is going on. Whether you on the floor or on the pole, that does not determine how much money I'm throwing.
Yeah, that's what I've learned.
It shouldn't. It all goes by personality and whatnot. Do you have a pole at home?
No, I don't. I have an 11-year-old, so I'm not about to put a pole up.
It would be difficult to explain. That would be difficult to explain. I'd be like, oh,
just trying to be a firefighter, guys.
All right. Well, in this part of our episode, this is the part that we call the turn up episode. We're halfway through, and we really want to get turned up. So let me get to the nitty gritty. Have you ever dated a celebrity?
Yes. I've dated rappers. I've dated professional athletes. I've dated some high successful people.
So when I say celebrity, I don't mean like, I got 5,000 followers on Instagram. We talking about big time celebrities, right? Like household names.
Yeah, to the point where I have to turn the radio off because I'm over it. I don't want to hear their voice. Those ones.
That's a problem
I don't
to
want to
have.
think about it. The worst one is when I'm at work and I have to see them on the big screen TV and I'm just looking at them like this. It's either a game, they're playing in the game, I don't want to see them. I hear their music, I don't want to see it. It kind of comes with their job, like like athletes, rappers, everybody, they have this thing where they like the Instagram models, they like the girls, they like the light-skinned girls with the long hair, the fat ass, the big boobs, and I fit what they're looking for. So
every single thing you just said.
Yeah. So when they go
tax
out,
bracket.
but yeah, not to brag, but like when you go out, they want that girl so they can get like attention, and that's all it is. It's all attention, and and the things that come with it is the side bitches. You're in a booth, you're out, and then you're with the side bitches. There's literally 10 girls, and half the girls are the girls that he sees when he's not with you. And that's the reality of dating an athlete and dating I have to pick my thing off. Dating a celebrity.
So with dating a celebrity, what's the craziest story you got for us?
There's a lot.
Give us the one that's the most irritating to you.
The most irritating, I would say dating and you guys, all his girls follow you and you follow them on your Instagram and you know where he's at, you know what studio he's at, and then you see the girls and the likes and the comments and the back and forth, and she's at the basketball game and I'm on courtside, she's sitting courtside at every single game, and then it's just like A, B, and C. It's like it's just the same thing. She's at the movies with the big group of us. Like she's at dinner, I'm at dinner. We don't speak, but yet she follows me and I follow her, and we all follow him, and it's just messy.
That's wild. That's like some sister wives stuff that you didn't
it really is. We're like literally low key like sister wives. Probably half of Detroit are probably sister wives and they don't even know. Real key,
right.
Like they all share the same.
Hey Brittany, this is real entertaining. Real quick, can you turn your volume down on your phone if you can't put your headphones in?
Yeah.
Because there is an echo. People are saying there's an echo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
That's way better. Okay, so look, I know that you dated celebrities, and it's crazy. Do you have to, when you go on a date with a celebrity, do you have to know instantly that you're one of many being dated, or knowing that you're the main chick is enough?
I mean, when you date somebody, you're always going to be the side chick until you guys sit down and have that conversation, and you guys come to a term that you're the only person I'm sleeping with, and vice versa. But there's always going to be in the back of your head that there's going to be groupies. He's going to be on tour. He's going to be out of town. When he goes to town to play ball, he's going to hit some girl up that's in that city, and whoop-de-whoop. She's got to be okay with it if that's the lifestyle you choose.
Word. Listen.
Now,
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was going to say yesterday, because we were talking, and we don't believe in the name drop thing. Like, we're not superhead around here, but
definitely not superhead.
Yes.
If you see me out, you see me out.
How do you feel about the women though that do that name drop, and then the men that still continue to mess with them?
I think that like they might be insecure, I guess, because I don't have to name drop. Any person that I've been involved with has been sincere and it's been genuine. And I rocked with them before they got popular, or if they are popular, it was never like, oh my God, I'm fucking so-and-so. It was never like that. It was always genuine on my part. It was very pure on my part. And it just happened that it was them. I never like DM'd anybody on some low key freaky shit. Like it always just happened. Like random.
Have you ever had to sign a disclosure?
No, I've never had to sign one of those.
That's cool. That's cool.
So I'm gonna be on the outside, and you know, I really want to know what perks come with dating these big celebrities.
There is some perks, like you kind of. I mean, you get courtside, like say you basketball player, you get courtside tickets to every game. You guys go, you would travel. His teammates and your friends get to go out all the time. Bottles are popped. There's no worries. You cut line. You do. There's perks. And it's just like fun. It's just fun, fast life, I guess.
So is it like becoming an instant VIP?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, it is pretty much.
That's awesome. Cool. Would you recommend for these strippers coming up these days? Would you recommend like how long would you wait to date a celebrity?
I mean, if it happens, it happens. That was never my thing. Like I started dancing so I could get an apartment and get a car.
Mm-hmm.
I never dated, or I never became a stripper so I could have 20,000 followers on Instagram, or I could do any of the things that I was doing. I literally became a dancer so I could support myself. And I just kind of built a name for myself, and my modeling took off, and I was in magazines and I was in music videos and I was traveling the world. Like it was never, I'm doing this so I can lock somebody down, because there's been plenty of opportunities I could have locked somebody down if that was what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk about that all the time on this show. Jumping into stuff that nobody's prepared for. So when you saying you could have locked somebody down, you could have put yourself in a position to be in a stressful situation.
Yeah, and be super toxic. Like the opportunity comes all the time. It is.
Man, listen, you are killing it right now. Britt Brat, please give us some input from the outside women perspective of what she's saying, and if you agree or disagree.
Well, I think for me, it's a little bit easier for me to agree, because obviously I'm beginning to be in that position of a following. So I already see what that is, you know what I mean, with YouTube and whatnot. But as a normal woman, I think that, especially even from like the output, the feedback that I get from women, they think that it's all glitz and glamour and you guys purposely just do it so you can get with the celebrity. Like that's just your goal. You know what I mean? So
yeah. But that was never the goal at all.
Mm-hmm.
I just did it to pay my bills, and then it just kind of like went off there. I did a photo shoot, because most dancers have photo shoots just in case they get booked for an event. My photo shoots got a lot of likes, a lot of views. Other photographers started booking me. Music producers started booking me. It just started off like that. So I wasn't becoming a dancer so I can get attention or anything like that.
It's crazy when you get that instant fandom. Like when it just comes out of nowhere. You're like, wait a minute.
That wasn't never the case.
And because both of you are popular, I'm gonna speak for the regular folk out here. If you're doing something that you love and fame comes with it, that's a lot different than going into something that you're just doing for fame.
Yeah.
And like you said, Brittani Skyee, if you went into stripping because you felt like, man, look, I'm already a shot girl, I might as well strip, and you're not looking for any of it, and it just shows up. And Britt Brat, for your instance, if your subscribers go up and you're just doing videos you love, it's a total difference in that than going into it looking for fame. Every answer you have after that will be different if you're just looking for fame. So that takes us to the next question that one of our people have. James said, would you date Kevin Hart? Knowing everything that you know, knowing that this man is on top of the game.
He cracks me up. Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't really date men my height, or I'm 5 foot, so I don't know how tall Kevin is, but
Definitely ain't
he
5 foot.
cracks me up. He is so funny. I would, based off.
He
Now, if he
is.
was like a comedian that wasn't funny, I wouldn't date him.
Because a
What
sense of humor
about
is everything.
now? Listen, I got to keep it real with you. What about him being married? Does that bother you?
Oh, we're talking about if he was single, but since he's married, no, I wouldn't date him.
You wouldn't date him even if he
No, because
laid it
that's
all out
karma
on the
on
line.
me. That's gonna come back on me.
Right. What if his wife is okay with it?
Can I just have his wife? Because I
I would
mean,
rather have his wife
his
too.
wife is pretty. She's taller than me. She has.
She's beautiful. For real?
Yes. Can I just have that? I'll just take the wife.
Yeah, you'd be winning with that.
Yeah,
I'd
I
rather
just
take the wife over Kevin.
Listen, that'll be your meal ticket right there. If you see
Yeah,
that, and that's how I know you're smart because listen, the
I don't have
wife
to. Oh, I can wear
makes the
heels with
rules, point blank. So we got a couple more questions before we get into our next question. Alex said, have you ever beefed with a bartender or stripper? Is so over what? But listen, I'm gonna take it farther. Along with that question, tell us the craziest story because we talk about it all the time.
Oh
You
my
can't put
goodness.
3 girls in a room for too long before it goes down.
Okay. So I've been dancing since I was 18. I'm about to be 31. I've gotten into only 2 fights. 2 fights. Both of them I didn't start.
Mm-hmm.
And the last fight was about 5 years ago, which is the last time I promised. I was like, I will never put my hands on nobody else because that taught me like a lesson. Like, I don't need to be fighting. I'm too pretty. This shit it's not ladylike. But she spit in my face. And when I tell you I turned into like, you know how The Exorcist, their head like spins? Like that was me. I went crazy. I ended up catching 3 cases and I ended up getting them dropped. It just cost a lot of money. And I had to get it expunged from my record. So
Listen,
I've never started a fight. I'm not that kind of girl. I'm never in drama
Britneys
or
don't tend to
anything.
do that. Yeah, us
listen,
Britneys
But
don't
the
do that.
spit
Or
touched
two.
my face.
that's crazy, yo. So listen, you caught 3 cases because she spit on you.
Anybody would done it.
I'm a Gemini. You don't listen. You don't got to explain it to me.
The spit touched my face.
Cases for a lot less.
It was
No, that's
bad.
disgusting. I always say that's like the worst thing you could do to somebody. Like,
Yeah, she got me mistaken by
most
another Brittany.
disrespectful. Oh,
And
yeah,
Even
you were
you?
mistaken.
yeah, so she came into my job thinking that I was sleeping with her boyfriend, and she kept calling me Brittany Reader, and I was like, no, that's not my name. And she was like, the boyfriend was there. She was like, did you? And I was like, no. And I was like, I was so confused because I'm like, I don't even know what's going on. And she spit in my face and called me a dirty N-word. And
yeah, she's racist.
you know, sometimes you just have to do what you have to do.
As a fellow Gemini, I'm gonna chime in here.
Yeah, but I should never act like that. That was completely out of pocket. And
no.
Blah
You
blah
don't have to
blah blah.
I
apologize for
mean,
that.
it
We can
wasn't
whoop
at
her
that
ass.
time. But now that I'm older, I gotta keep my hands and my feet to myself.
You did the right thing.
Listen, I'm all for being a mature individual this day and age, but some stuff causes you to have to put hands and feet on people.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you
Getting
just gotta
spit
feel
on
it.
is one of those things because if she spits on you today, tomorrow
Okay,
you better believe it's gonna be worse.
But I'm just gonna ask for forgiveness. So I told God, I was like, please, just when I was in front of the jury, and then the judge was like, please just let me go. I promise you, I'll never do it again.
Oh man.
Well, as you can see, some of the comments agree with you, and believe it or not, Angela is my auntie. So you know what type of family I come from, where she said whip that trick. Real, like some fights you cannot avoid, no matter how you.
I would say that most of the fights would happen, not with me, but among other girls, like girls stealing. That would definitely get you beat up. if you like, you taking money out of people's pocket or buckets, we have buckets. So if you take money out of people's buckets, that would definitely for sure get you beat up. Being drunk and saying the wrong thing to the wrong person, that will get you beat up.
That will get you beat up.
But we don't go around just beating people up for no reason. Like everywhere, everyone at my job is like extremely nice. It's like a second family.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yeah,
I was going to ask, where's your favorite place? Like your favorite location?
I work at Legends, so I work downtown. So I work at Legends, Detroit, but I'm in town.
Perfect. Before we move on, we got to highlight one of the comments. This is an amazing comment by Angelou on YouTube. She says she's so brave and amazing. The way she answers honestly, learning so much from the three of you. Have a nice day.
Oh, you have a better day, Angela. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Angelou. We got a couple more questions. I got to get Mom in here because, listen, if I don't, I'm scared to log off. So here we go. Mom says, were you ever in a dangerous situation?
Yeah. Being a dancer, you kind of get into some. There's been times where when I was younger, guys would try to roofie you. So, I mean, like your drink's right here, you're talking, and the person next to you or whatever, or you could be looking at your phone, someone will slip you a drink, and next thing you know, 10, 15 minutes, your eyes roll back, like you just pass out. I don't know why a lot of customers, not a lot, but I don't know why certain customers feel like that's funny. It's not like they could take you home or do anything to you. They just like to see the reaction. So that's happened. It's happened to a lot of girls. Like girls do get drugged.
That's wild.
Trying to see what else. What else I've experienced. Girls get spit on. The girls get drink spilled on them. When the corona disease first started happening and everybody was freaking out, the last night was a Saturday that I was able to work, and a guy sprayed me with Lysol. I don't know. I guess I look like a big germ, but a guy sprayed me with Lysol. Like you do get I guess you do get a lot of weird stuff that happens.
So this dude came to the club with Lysol in his pocket, and his objective that night was to spray somebody with Lysol. Listen, raise your kids right, because at the end of the day,
supporter that was.
Yeah, like
I'm not
raise your
about
kids
our leader,
right.
But definitely got that from our leader.
Terrible. That's terrible. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
Right now, Lysol, I'm sorry, but Lysol is like a hot commodity. I bet you he wish he had every spray back at this point.
Yeah, probably so.
Damn fool.
You know he did.
You know he did. Britt Brat, this one is for you. And before I put this comment up here, I have to preference it. A lot of girls all the time. They, when things are going bad in their life, and
who's your favorite? Kelsey's my favorite.
When things are going terrible in their life, they like, oh man, I'm about to shut it down and become a stripper.
No, guys, I'm so
and they say it like it's so easy, like it's borderline disrespectful, and they're like, yo, look, I'm just gonna shut it down and become a stripper. So the next question that we have is, Britt, have you ever thought about becoming a stripper? And this is from Heather on YouTube.
That's a wonderful question. I actually get that asked all the time. Like I even growing up,
can you hear me?
People. Yes, we definitely can hear you. Are you good?
Yep, I can hear you.
Perfect. Someone's asking me if I've ever thought about becoming a stripper. So, growing up, a lot of people always even ask me. I think someone even said there was a lot of times I even got confused with someone. Like I had a mistaken identity thing too, because people would come up to me at the gas station and be like, "Hey, are you just at the strip club that night?" Personally, no, I've never thought about it. In joking, I have if I need to make this money, I'll go strip. But no, I've never thought about it before. It's not a knock against the position or it's not a knock against it, but it's just not ever been anything that I've had to think about. I've always just never
Yeah,
had
it's
to
not
be
for
in the
everybody.
position of stripping. Yeah, it's definitely not for everybody. And just like you, this is why I respect strippers so much, because I always tell Chris, even like if I ever had to strip, I would have to be so drugged up every single night just to even deal with the type of things you guys have to deal with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
I
couldn't
mean,
do it.
it's not that bad though. Like, I mean, there is sometimes.
Mhm.
There is sometimes, and there is some customers that are very hard to deal with, especially looking exotic like I do. So you kind of have to like have such a unique look. There's some people that love my look, and there's some people that like the complete opposite. So I think that's
Right.
probably like a little hard, tricky, I guess.
Mhm.
But for the most part, at Legends is probably like the best like clientele, and I would say Penthouse would be the best clientele where you don't really deal with a lot of like craziness. Like
Nonsense.
if
Yeah.
you're dealing with like grown people, especially at Penthouse, and Legends is more like a party, so you just kind of like get money thrown at you.
That's
Listen, we've been to
wonderful.
a few strip clubs in the area, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. One of the worst strip clubs we've ever been to is Flight Club. Now, listen,
Yeah, that's
it's
not for
not
everybody.
it's not bad. Like the ambiance and the
It's a beautiful
it's
place.
laid out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Food's
saying?
really good.
It's money there, but it's like you watching the party from a balcony.
Yeah.
It's very impersonable, and I did notice that like there wasn't a lot of people who looked like me. I'm gonna say it like that.
No.
The music
There's
was wet.
yeah, there's like a lot of that in Detroit. Well, not in, just in strip clubs in general. It's very diverse. You're
Yeah.
not gonna find a lot of light skinned black girls or anything other than white girls in certain clubs. Or if you do, they're really slim. They talk like me.
Right.
And
Which is okay.
yeah, it's
I
okay.
talk like you
But
too.
like you can only have like a certain amount of black girls working. So it's not gonna be as common as when you go to Flight Club or you go to like techno rec. They're only allowed to have certain amount of certain girls. And the rotation goes, you can have 2 black girls on stage. It has to be 1 white girl, 1 black girl. And it just kind of goes like that.
I remember you saying the other day too in New York, right?
Yeah, New York is really popular in New York. I bartended in New York. I was a star tender, and everything was the same way.
Like you said my kind would not be acceptable in New York. New York, y'all got to get it together because we can say
It's
something
like
too.
more Hispanic, more light skin, fat ass, a lot of followers are able to be a bartender. But you don't see that many bartenders, chocolate bartenders, because it's just not really what's going on. Compared when you go to Houston, that's all you really see.
Yeah. And it's crazy because everybody has so many different preferences these days, you know what I mean? Like you would think that they would try to be more diverse.
But people think that their guys only like a certain kind. And you know, I think you should just have everything. Like if you're pretty, you're pretty. It doesn't even, some people like small frame girls, which they call them spinners in the strip club. Some like super, super dark chocolate, big, thick ones. You know, it just depends. And there's some guys that might want Karen on Monday, but also might want a Brittany on Tuesday or a Lakeisha on Thursday. Like, and it could be all the same person.
And I personally need to speak for the National Slayer Association. It really just depends on the days.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on the day. Depends on what kind of flavor you have.
Right. And that's the thing. Like a lot of times guys going to the strip club, they don't have a preference. It's just whatever gets them going that day.
Yeah, it is. You could just be you. Like your personality could just draw them in. I have so many guys say, "Oh my God, I've never been with a black girl," and then like, okay, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to take that.
Yeah, how does that make you feel when people say stuff like that? Because
I'm like I'm pretty. I mean, I'm the best of both worlds. Like I'm mixed, but I'm just saying like that's really weird. Or you get like people that say you're so pretty for a black girl, and I'm just like, can I just be pretty?
If I had a penny for how many times I've heard you're so pretty for like a dark skin girl.
I don't get it. I really don't understand that.
Okay.
That, but Now I just kind of like let it go in one ear and out the other.
You have to, because
you know, if you're spending money, I'll be your favorite black girl all fucking day.
Exactly. And some people don't even realize how offensive that can be, you know. So I used to take offense to that, and then I realized,
Same,
like,
me too.
They really don't know. Mm-hmm. Some people really don't know how offensive they are because they just weren't raised the correct way. So when they say stuff like that, maybe explain it to them, but like don't take offense to it anymore, because I used to, and now I'm just like, oh,
yeah, I don't anymore.
Raise your kids right. I'm gonna put a shirt that says that. Raise your kids, man, because these people coming to the club with Lysol and telling people they pretty for a black girl. Who are you?
I mean, you have to have thick skin to be a dancer. You do, and that's kind of like what you sign up for.
Yeah.
People ask the craziest questions.
Right.
Like, how much money do you make? Are your boobs real? Like just crazy odd questions. I'm like, you know, I'm not a unicorn. I'm just like you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, because you are a stripper, exotic dancer, because you've passed the level of stripper at this point in life.
Mm-hmm.
If you are exotic dancer, what does a guy have to do to first get your attention?
You have to, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm shy when it comes to boys. I don't know. I like nice stuff. Like, I don't like anything to be sexually, like, I just want you to just talk to me like regular, like minus everything else. Just talk to me and just like be regular, like have regular conversations. Like once you can get me mentally, then you have me forever.
And
so you
and
mean
that's
tell me you don't want anyone to come up to you and be like, hey girl, I like them nipples, let me see them?
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, not the nipple part.
Nobody likes that.
Listen, we talk about that all the time. Like guys think that shit is a compliment where they like, oh, it must be cold in there. Like who does that? Raise your kids right.
Definitely.
Definitely
raise your kids right.
So I got one more question on that topic. Where do you place if somebody cashed out you $500 a day?
Mm-hmm.
Would that get your attention more than somebody writing you good morning?
It would get my attention, but in for a different way. So you can be like, good morning, and I'm obviously good morning back, but like you cash me $500, you're gonna have my attention also. So if we're talking or whatever, and you just send me $500, like here, go take care of your day, I'm obviously gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna give you more attention than I would give somebody that just says good morning.
Right. So in the other world of not being a stripper, one of the things that people don't realize as dudes is that it's the same rules that apply. The more different you can be in your approach is the more attention that you would get from the female that you're trying to get. It does not matter what their career is.
No, you're about to spend money regardless.
Ain't nothing in life free. Put it on a shirt, underdog.
You're gonna spend money regardless. If like that's dating a woman, no matter what she does, you're gonna spend money.
Like my friends, they tell me all the time, like, when it comes to expensive gifts, ask Bug because he's the expensive gift getter. But they're not inside my house and they don't know how cheap I really am. So they're like, oh, he buys expensive gifts. He buys expensive gifts. Yeah, but my wife also gets everything else for free. So what am I supposed to get her?
Good point.
So it just depends on your situation. But to be honest, creativity is always appreciated. And that's from the National Players Association. Raise your kids right.
But another thing I've learned too is that, you know, if someone's not giving you money, they're gonna give it to somebody else.
Period.
So don't like, I used to feel bad because I used to have like people on Snapchat send me money for no reason. You know, I get that often now. And I'm like, dog, I'm not Beyonce. What are you doing? But like, I used to feel bad. Like, don't do that. But at the end of the day, like, if they're not doing it for me, they're gonna do it for someone else. So like,
yeah, some guys are givers. You know, like some guys want you to go get your nails done or your hair done. So okay.
And women, take notice. I have a Cash App too. If you guys are givers, I'm very understanding of that.
We like
So
cash.
we listen. Cash rules everything around me. Dollar bills, y'all.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
Before we go, Brittany, we really have to touch this topic because we don't want people to get off here and think that all you do is exotic dance and you've been exotic dancing since you're 18 and that's it.
No.
Oh no. Listen, this girl right here, bona fide hustler. From a bona fide
Thank
hustler,
you.
from
Thank
bona
you.
fide hustlers. Listen, so please tell us what you do outside of stripping to keep the money rolling in, to keep the cash flow in the household, to hold it down. Because are you single right now? Let
I
us
am
know.
single. I am single. And I do a lot of stuff. I own a catering company, so I cater, I cook, I do meal preps, baby showers, weddings, private dinners, dinner dates. I work in home health care, and I just started that. So that's exciting. It's kind of like a transition, I suppose.
Hmm.
And I see about 5 patients a day, and I love them. They're so sweet. They're so nice. I also have Queens of Detroit, which is an agency. So in order to be a dancer in Detroit, you have to have an agency. So my manager came up to me. She shot me an idea, and she said, this would be really good for you. You know a lot of girls. And she presented it to me, and I said, okay, let's do it. So I think you're about to put the app down. So if any girls are interested in being a dancer or you want more questions, shot girls, VIP hosts, anything, you just follow them on Instagram and we can set up an interview when the world opens back up.
Please tell me the at to that so I can post it.
It's at Queen
Yeah.
of Detroit.
I think that's beautiful, especially for a lot of women who are looking into it, to have that start the correct way.
Yeah, so you just don't
That's a
go
beautiful
randomly
thing.
walking into a bar like,
Hmm.
hi, can you hire me?
Hmm.
And I'm also a brand ambassador for a couple places. Shane Fitness 101. And my discount code is Skyee. You can get a discount off the belly blaster pills, any kind of pre-workout, like and such. It's been helping me a lot. So I definitely have like a nice little frame when I go back
That's
when I
what's
go back to
up.
work. Can't be eating all those snacks.
Yeah.
I also do night food, which is ice cream that helps you sleep. Then again, my discount code is Skyee. That'll give you a % off if you have a hard time sleeping and you don't smoke or don't. It's a natural way. It's like a sleeping aid.
Yeah.
Listen,
So
and
all
we've
very
really,
helpful
really
things.
enjoyed you so
Hmm.
much that I have to ask one more question. Brittany, do you have any questions?
I think I'm good because I can ask her questions anytime I want to since we're friends now. So
Word. Listen,
Yes.
but I
We can
gotta
have
ask,
mimosas.
what's the biggest difference between being a woman stripper and a male stripper
oh,
these
that's a
days?
good one. Hmm.
Oh
Because
my
I think that for our
goodness.
next episode, we need to bring a male stripper on.
Oh, please do. And actually, let's make it a 4 because, I got one of my exes is a male stripper and I would love to hear
To
his
come
side
on with them? Can
of
you come
why
on
we
with them?
broke
Because
up.
that would be amazing. Yes, let's
Um,
do this.
so dating a male stripper. No, I love a male strip club. I was in there. I was a trick. Me and my homegirls used to work Saturday night and we would take our singles and we would hit Watts. I don't know if you guys are familiar. It's in the hood.
I've
We
never
would hit
been.
Watts and just throw money. And I remember I'm from the suburbs. So this is my first time like seeing like real hood boys. So I was like, oh my God, I love it here. It's like a candy store. All kind of shades of chocolate. And I would just start throwing money everywhere. I was a trick back then. And I would see girls come in and they would throw chains on stage and puppies. I saw a puppy, a blue pit bull on stage,
What?
riding a motorcycles. And these girls would go so hard for the guys, like so hard. But for them, they have to entertain them. They have to say, good morning, beautiful. They have to make them feel special. So they come in and throw money. It's not like for us, we can just go into the bar and show our boobs and boom,
Hmm.
people tip.
Yeah.
It's like male strippers put on such a beautiful performance. Like they are real entertainers. Like their outfits, the music they dance to, like they do skits. Detroit's known for like their dancing, so it's like jits and whatever other dances that they do, and these men really do like give 150%, and I will say that.
That's so interesting. I've never been to a male strip club. I was telling
It's a
you the other
beautiful
day.
thing.
So yeah,
It's a beautiful thing.
Now listen, I'm an actual male. Now bringing a male strip dude on this show has been vetoed by our followers alone. So you will have to come on with them.
Come back.
Listen, you will have to come on with them because our followers is like, nah, bro, I ain't tuning in. And listen, the reason I want to know about male strippers is because when bachelorette parties go down,
mm-hmm.
and now to a guy, National Player Association and everything. Now listen, as who I am, I'm like, listen, women are worse than men. But is all those wives in there sucking dick?
No, they don't have no back rooms because fights will happen. And so Watts burned down and they reopened another club called Ice, and it was like food was amazing. The entertainment was great. Everything was awesome. They had studs perform, which is like, lesbians that dress like tomboys. They had stud dancers. They had hookah. It was, it's a real nice vibe. But I would say, like, honestly, like a lot of bachelorettes, they come to our strip club. Women love women.
Women love women. I was just about to say that. I've never been interested in coming to a male strip club.
Yeah.
I think it's just the way that it's portrayed also on TV. Like, males just look like they're more aggressive. Like, they're just picking you up and just doing whatever they want with you.
Yeah, and I loved all that. Yeah, I loved that.
Yeah, so
I think that's I was working with female one. So when we went to the male one, I was like, yes.
Yeah, and it's just easier. It's easier for me. I'll personally say, like, if I have it, like, it's not anything that's a big deal. Like, I can go to a women's strip club because, like, I have breasts, I have a butt too, so it's not like a huge awkward thing. But I've just never personally been into going to a male strip club. So maybe when he comes on, maybe he'll change the minds of a lot of people.
Your phone is on the staircase.
Listen.
Yeah, he might change the minds of a lot
of women. He ain't changing too many minds of real men.
You never know, because I've never been into it. But
yeah, we can hear you, Brittany. So
I just did it again.
Can you head out? Oh, because she headed out and she's coming back in. So one of the things that we want to do next week is we want to get the male perspective as well as the woman's perspective, and maybe we can bring in not just Brittany but somebody else as well, because this has been so entertaining. You guys had a ball. Listen, we wild out on Love Lockdown every week
all the time.
Brett, please give us your opinion of the episode and everything that Miss Brittani Skyee said, so that we can finish up. Let me bring her back in real quick before you give your final thoughts. Okay. Brittani Skyee, Britt's about to give her final thoughts.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a beautiful show, and I appreciate once again for you coming and joining us, because my main goal, as I said before at the beginning, was to get those misconceptions of how women feel about other women stripping, and just the men mentality when it comes to the respect they have for women who strip too. So I thought that you cleared up a lot of things when it comes to that. Like, men, you have to have respect for these women.
You have to respect any
you have to respect
woman.
Anybody.
It doesn't matter what you do. You know what you're getting yourself into when you date a dancer. So when you decide to date a dancer, don't be like, oh, you're a stripper. You knew what I did when you approached me. You knew you weren't dating Virgin Mary. You knew you weren't dating a girl next door. You knew I was Brittani Skyee. You saw my father and you hit me in the DM. So don't get mad now.
Yes. So that's what it is. Just respect everybody, guys, and we'll be good. So that's my final thoughts on that situation. I'm excited to have you back and to get more perspectives from this. Yeah. Chris, how about
you? In my final thoughts, I really have to say one thing. No matter what somebody's career is, raise your kids right. Because I'm tired. I really am tired. I can't take it no more. Y'all kids going to the club with Lysol and guns and everything else. Now listen, I gotta give some preference to how we grew up. And I was telling my little cousin this the other day. He's 18. He's like, y'all used to go to the club just to fight? Yes, with hands and feet. You will catch all of these. Back when little Scrappy wasn't on Love and Hip Hop, he was on top of the rap game. We would show up to the club just to whoop ass. But these kids today are so disrespectful, and everything is for the gram. Everything is for, clout. Raise your kids right. Being a stripper is one of the most dangerous, gambling, risky jobs you can actually have. So if you're going to a strip club, respect where you're going. Number one and number two, because at the end of the day, it's only there for your entertainment. They're not there to serve you.
Yes.
Point blank, period. From the National Players Association, I will send it down right now. Listen, if they rescind my pension, then they rescind my pension. But I'm gonna keep it real. Brittani Skyee, we enjoyed you today. You've been wonderful.
So much.
Hey, baby, how you doing in the background?
Oh yeah, we have a special guest.
I love him. Yesterday I was watching my Instagram. He's adorable.
I don't know where her phone is.
But yes, guys, make sure that you tune in. Check us out on Facebook, our Facebook page. As always, we will have all of Brittani's information. If you guys are trying to hit her up tonight, make sure you hit her with a Cash App first. Because obviously you see her son in the background. She's not going to waste her time.
No, and for real, so, tip your people, man. Her. Listen, yes. Tip her right now. Send that Cash App because I'm checking. Yep. I need to know who's serious and who not. If you want to holler, make some noise. Period. Yes.
So I'm going to end it with connection right now. You want to holler, make some noise.
Make some noise. Listen, these guys out here, they don't like to make noise. They like to whisper to you and say, "Good morning. Thanks for the ads."
Yeah, we don't have time for that.
Lame ass niggas to the back. Period.
We don't have time for that because that's the job what you do, so you deserve to be paid for it. So yes, if you guys again want all her information, go to the Facebook page. We'll have her Instagram and everything, all her businesses and whatnot. So we enjoyed you so much today. Thank you so much for coming on.
You're so welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yes. We look forward to seeing you soon because we definitely got to talk about that male stripper episode.
Yeah, it's definitely definitely a different lifestyle.
we got to talk about that because I might be behind the scenes on that episode.
Well, Chris thinks he's a love connector too, so maybe we can even do a whole love connection episode where we actually try to hook you up with someone. That would be fun.
Oh my goodness.
That would be a ball.
Okay, if we're gonna do a love connection, I need some. This is what I'm gonna need. I need you to be at least 6'1".
Okay.
A beard, nice white teeth. No baby mother drama. I need you to have a valid license. I need you to have clean nails. Yeah, clean nails. And I don't know why these guys really have like long pinkies. That really drives me crazy. I don't want none of that.
It's because they snorting coke.
What? I thought it was
fucking weirdo.
Weed.
No, I got some friends who got long pinky nails just to split blunts on, and that's just being honest. But listen, your list is a lot shorter than a lot of these women out here, and you date in different tax brackets, so that's saying a lot. So
I mean, I can't sit there and try to like say something that I'm not.
Listen, hey, everybody can't grow a beard. You're eliminating a lot of people.
I mean, I would prefer a beard. If I was building my dream man, I would prefer a beard. But
my wife won't let me cut my beard. Point blank.
It's just something about it.
There's something about it. Thank you. I was just about to say, like, Chris, you sound like a description. So maybe, listen, you could be our third one.
I'm only 6 foot. I'm not 6'1", but that's the only one I did not pick.
Yeah, 6'1" is the shortest, and it goes up. I like them real tall and just mean.
I need someone else in this house right now to help me with the cooking. So if we don't find something for you, you're absolutely invited over here.
We're gonna try that polygamy thing out.
I've been a sister wife. I guess I've been a sister wife before. Without my knowledge.
Love having you on, Brittani. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everybody who shared the broadcast and brought their comments and their questions. We really enjoyed y'all. We gotta go because the people who are listening do not understand that we're live. So if you are listening right now, make sure you subscribe to us on Love Lockdown Podcast on YouTube and Facebook. And please go follow Miss Brittani Skyee. That's BrittaniSkyee on Instagram.
Thank
And
you.
listen, you will not be disappointed. Blank period. So until next time, we love y'all, and I'm going to end with the theme song.